Hello everybody, it's now time for that crazy tutorial, the rods. Okay, a little warning before we all start this thing up. This is a super sub-ohm build, alright? If you're lucky, you might reach 0.1, but this is a super sub-ohm build, so use the appropriate mod for it, alright? Don't go put this on a mechanical that you fucking have 18650 on this, alright? Very important. So you guys, you're supposed to be pros if you're trying these builds, so you don't need those. This is for Mr. Nobody who's gonna try this after watching this. Please do just watch it. You will learn a lot through it. You'll learn some tricks applicable to the builds you can actually do, but please, man, be safe doing this. This is the main thing. The day I will hear somebody blow himself up trying one of those builds and it was a fucking idiot trying to do it, that's it. It's gonna be over. I won't show anybody this, alright, unless you hire me to go teach you this, alright? So please guys, be safe, and let's move on to the rods, alright? I'll show you what you'll need to attempt this build, and trust me, you need a bucket full of patience, alright? So see you in a moment. This is what we will need for this build. We won't need too much stuff, but one of the most important thing, it's an Addy with a lot of room in it. I'm using the Temple, alright? So let's get it on. The wire we will need, it's some 20 gauge and 24 gauge. We will need a 3mm drill bit, some scissors, tweezers. We will need obviously some wicking material, a wicking tool, some long nose, cutters, and very important, masking tape. You will understand why. And you will need a drill, very important. And I don't know if you have it. If you don't have it, it doesn't matter. Another thing you will need is a beer, because this one you will need some patience, because it's kind of tricky, but if you follow what I say, you shouldn't have any problem with it. Alright, so see you in a moment with the making. So now, what you need to do, it's to take one of those 20 gauge, you know, you need maybe like 8 inch, 20-25 centimeter of it, 8-10 inch would do, and you're gonna go ahead and straighten it. Once it's straight, what you guys need to do is take that 24 gauge and you need to clatten it around that 20 gauge right here, alright? We're gonna need a nice length of it because we're gonna need to cut that piece in 6. Alright, so you need about the full length of your wire. And one little surprise you will get through this, it's you're gonna see big gauge when you coil them. They get really freaking hot when you go fast. So don't go too fast and keep the clapton tight, because they need to be tight, alright? Alright, now that's a big clapton. Alright, now that's done, we're gonna remove it from the chuck. Now we're done with the drill. and we gonna decor this. There you go. So we only have that big decor Clapton right here. Alright. So next, what we will need to do is to take our Addy and pretty much measure the length. Let me zoom in a little bit. Alright. So what you need to do is pretty much take your measurement. Alright? About around what you'll need. Alright? And once again, I'm gonna say alright a lot in this video. So come on, let's take a maximum nicotine vape every time I say alright. Or you can play with that beer too. So what you need to do is to cut 6 equal pieces. Once I got 1 or 2, I can take measurement from the one I already have. Alright. I got 5. And one thing, you know, like this build, I did it before with 5 of those, with 6 of those, with different gauges, and I find these one, only 3, I think you get a better result out of it. Okay, so now for next step, you're gonna take 3 of those. Alright. You're gonna take your masking tape with a nice little band like this. You're gonna put them all equal, all straight, all like this. Alright? And you're gonna take one of those little tape and you're gonna put them all around it. That will keep these 3 little things straight and they won't move the whole time we'll work with them. Alright, you make sure like it's nice and stick there. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and take the other ones. Gonna put them once again like this. Take a little piece of tape and make sure it's nice and tight and make them nice and solid there. Once you have them, then you can maybe trim what's not super equal because of the loop. The thing is like in that coil, what's gonna count as a coil, it's what it's gonna be between the 2 holders that we're gonna install. Alright, the length, what's coming out on the outside, don't count much. They won't light up, they won't do nothing. Alright, so now let me change things up and we will do the next part. Guys, so now that's where you need the beer because this is a tricky part. Alright, you're gonna take a piece, like 2 pieces of 20 gauge. I say about 20 centimeters. Two pieces of 20 centimeters that we're gonna go ahead. Well, you don't really need to cut it, because once we're done with the piece we will have the rest of it. Okay, so now as you realize that I don't know how to say that in English, I'm sorry. The size of this, it's a little bit bigger than the size of this. Alright, so that's why we will need this one to do it. Alright, you will understand why. That's where you need to play a little bit. Alright, hopefully it won't give me too much problem. So first, you're gonna take your 20 gauge. You're gonna do just one tight loop like this. Alright, you're gonna take it out. The way I do it, it's I put it like this, and with my thumb I push on it to open it. See, you see it open with pressure. Alright, you put it in, it's still loose. Alright, that's fine. Then you're gonna try to wrap it as tight and nice as possible. It might hold on, but even if it doesn't hold on, I'll show you what I do. I'll try to stay in focus, alright? So this is what I do. When it's like this in the back, alright, I hold on to it like this. I get about at that distance, whoops, I get about to this distance of it, and what I do is I twist it, alright? And then I get closer and I twist it once again, and it should get tight on it. Alright, play with it a little bit, and then we tight again. So now it's getting tighter on it. Alright, if you see that it didn't work, do it again. Alright, simple as that. So what I usually do, it's once it's tight enough like this, oh, it's not tight enough. So what I do, I just open it again and I start over again. I mean, just with the pliers. You see, like this. Then I get close to it and I squish them together as I twist it. You see? But you'll get the hang of it. Alright? So this one is pretty tight. So what I'll do is take my cutters and I'll cut this. Okay, now you saw it, so I'm gonna zoom out a little bit to do the other one. That one went so tight that I changed the form of this. I don't like it. See, people who say that you can't tighten this up too much, this is really tight. It is so tight that you see that one at the bottom started to bend. Alright, so now we'll do the same with the other one. Alright, so half a turn. Try to open it a little bit like this. And I always do the cross, like, you know, like in front, So both wire, they get tight, but as they get tight and they go straight to the back at the same emplacement. Alright, so now you take this and you tie the shit out of it. And once in they're ready, we'll tight it even more. Now they're both pretty tight. Alright. Now let's put this in the Yeti. And on those one, as you can see, you got like those all, the way I like to put it, it's like both at the bottom. If you can put it in an angle if you want to, but I like the result better when it's just straight. Alright, so you go ahead and mount those. Alright, once it's in it like this, you put it at totally at the maximum, and then you pull on it, but you pull hard on it, not to break your Hattie, but you put really hard on it. And once you're at the extreme of your pulling, you bend your wire. That will tighten it up like a lot. Alright, then you can tighten it up. Oh, wrong element. And you tighten it. Yeah, that's very good. Alright, you do the same with the other one. Pull on it one at a time. Alright. Perfect. Alright. These are big wires and hard one. Now we can cut these. Awesome. So now, hope you didn't struggle too much with this one. We'll fix it once we fire it. You see, there you go. This is what you should get for now. Second one. By the end of this, guys, you're gonna get how to do it. And let's mount this. This one is on top, so it's gonna be easier. Alright. Oh God. That's a bleeder. Okay. So let's adjust this. And again, you know, like all my build on video, they should be way nicer. They are nicer. It's just for the purpose of the video, I can't spend 2 hours fixing the coils to make it nice. Alright, so now we do this again, tight them. Okay, this is, oh my God. I'm gonna have to put a band-aid on for before next step. Alright. So now let's go ahead and tight this. And if they spread, tight them. Make them straight.
Skyro Beats.
Alright. Alright. Now this is tight. And let's tight this side. Let's pull on it a little bit more. Better. I think I'll loosen it a little bit before. Yeah, I'm gonna need a band-aid. This. Alright, let's put a band-aid on this and be right back. Now, it's time for guess what? It's time to fix and see how much of a good job we did. Alright, so now you just do as usual, you just pulse until you see something lit up. I got dead batteries, I hate that shit. Oh, I got one cord that is probably a loose because it doesn't. Oh yeah, that wasn't tight at all. Shit, that's pretty sick colors. I gotta take a picture of that one before I change color. Check this out. Pretty nice. The other one didn't work because it wasn't tight on one side, so it didn't lit up. See that one? That one, the way it lit pretty much perfect, so no hot spots. So, alright, I took a few pictures, I pulsed it a few times, everything seems okay, just one were litting like a little faster than the other. Now they seem to be fine. The reason why it's because you need to play with the space that you have between those two. You have to play like sometimes you got like to squish this to just make it move one notch. You'll feel it go like tick. And then you try it, and on the other side you got to do pretty much the same. So the final result, I hate that I have dead batteries. I should have thought of doing something better than this. But I'll fix it, I'll put some more batteries in it, or I'll change mod. Alright, so they lit up pretty much on this. I took a few pictures of it, I pulsed it, I played with it a little bit. Okay, so now you guys got to understand, alright? If you got one coil that lets up faster than the other, it's because the space in between, it's not the same, alright? So what you gotta do is to squeeze those until you hear a little click. It's because it moved down a little bit. Then you pulse it, then you see if they lit up at the same time, alright? Mine, they were like pretty damn close. I adjusted one on one side and everything was fine, and now they lit up fine. See, that's pretty sick. Alright, so now let's wick this baby. Now, wicking time. Alright, we will take some wick, and what we need to do now with that wick, it's take measurement. Alright, how much space we have here, because we're gonna need to cut the wick the exact space that we have in between our coils. Alright, so now let's go for it. And once you cut one, you should be enough. You should have enough for both coils with this. Alright, because what we're gonna do is we're gonna split it. Alright, enough like this. Alright, so now what you need to do, alright, you gotta put it in just like this. One corner, you gotta take your tweezers, you're gonna go get it. No, I just pushed it down. Anyway, you get the point. You got to go get it. It's because I'm trying to stay in focus, it doesn't help. Anyway, I'll get it. It's not the right tool. Why do I don't use my wicking tool? Alright. Once it's in it like this, guys. Alright. What you gotta do is to bring it. Whoops. Gonna lose it. Alright. What you gotta do, bring it pretty tight down there. You gotta do a good job with this, guys. Alright, you hold it down and pass it over. It has to be tight. Alright, bring it to the bottom, and I call this wick the toilet paper wick, the toilet paper roll wicking technique. You'll get why. Okay, this should be pretty tight. Alright, once you get here, you hold it on top and you cut a piece of it, so you got like about this long left. What you do is you put it over, and that is a little too long. I'm gonna cut it, because the point in this, it's that wick just got to touch the bottom of your well. Alright, that should do. Yeah, see that? Maybe a little short. If I pull on it, I'll get it. Yeah, see, that is perfect, because this is what you need the wick to do. I don't know, let it focus. You see, the wick is actually looking like a toilet paper roll. Alright, this is what you gotta do. And the other side you do the same, and it's gonna hang the same in the middle. Alright, this one should be easier because it's the top. This, let's make this straight. Alright. Now, put it down like this. I'll pull on it a little more. I'll go, it's always easier if you go under. Tight it over. And this one I won't cut it just because it's the one on top, so it might just be long enough. Oh, I'll cut maybe a tiny piece. Okay, now it's just rubbing the bottom of the well. And again, it looks like a little toilet paper roll. Alright, and in the middle there should be like plenty of space, plenty of airflow also. Alright, so it should be looking like this. Alright guys, so now I'm gonna juice this in one moment and vape this. Alright, so see you up there. This is it guys, check this beast. Look at the wicking toilet paper roll. See how pretty it is. Alright, this is the rod guys. Hope you enjoyed this tutorial. This is a monster what I'm vaping on. On it, it's Twinks. It tastes like Twinkies. It's so freaking good. It's crazy. And let me tell you something. For you guys who own a shop and you would like to feature in my video, get in contact with me by first commenting below this video. It's the same with you guys who'd like to be featured. Just reach out, we will arrange an agreement. I always need some addies, always need some mods. You would like to get them features. And there's one thing with my features, I'll do some sort of reviews, because through my videos I normally talk a lot about the equipment that I use. And the thing is, like a reviewer, it's a one-shot deal. With me, you will see the same stuff coming over and over again. The stuff that I like to work with, you'll see them coming over and over again. It's far to be the first time that you see this, but this, I bought it. That's why I don't talk about any company about it. But you see how often you see it, I would talk about your company and add the infos in the description. So check it out guys. What do you think of that? What do you think of that? So thick I'm drowning. And people want to know if it comes out of the airflow. It doesn't. Well, it doesn't. It probably does. Yes, it does a little bit, but just because it gets full, because you see it goes this way and up. It doesn't go this way to come out of, you know, like you see, like this way. This is the way the airflow comes. So it's not this way, it's this way. So this is why the air doesn't it doesn't come out by the airflow. So anyway guys, hope you enjoy this. See you next time on the next tutorial. I'll come out with little previews of what's coming next. Alright, so peace, build safe guys, and subscribe, please subscribe. I need subscribers. As you can see, I produce a lot and I don't have a lot of subscribers yet, but one thing I know, it's you guys are watching. You are the best, man. Thanks guys, and please share. Alright, peace, be safe.